Hey there. Remember that one time we decided to kill an old lady because she was just the worst human being ever to exist, right next to like Lord Harkon or something? Then decided to celebrate by forgetting it ever happened and doing just dragonborn things, but then we got this creepy note and took a little nap, then poof, we ended up joining a death cult? No? Yeah, me neither. I don't kill old ladies at all. That was just a test, testing you and your morals and principles. Good job, you passed, friends. Well, anyways, we're gonna talk about that group, the Dark Brotherhood, namely what some, if not all of us, consider the most interesting character among the Dark Brotherhood. You all know him, you all love him. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Cicero! Before joining the Dark Brotherhood, the Dragonborn may come across a rumor about some lunatic jester stuck on the side of the road by Loria's farm. Us, being the curious Dragonborn that we are, we waste no time investigating because, come on, when have you ever seen a jester in Skyrim? That's weird, but interesting nonetheless. So let's go check it out. Upon arrival, we're greeted by the jester who seems to be in some kind of trouble. His wagon is broken down and he's visibly upset because he's no longer able to transport his mother's corpse to whatever destination he's in the process of transporting her to. And the farmer, Vantis Laureus, refuses to offer aid on account of, well, you can probably guess what. He's transporting a corpse and he's dressed as a jester. Nevertheless, we're given an option. Either convince the farmer to help, which actually saves his life, no, I am not joking, or help him get rid of the problem. The problem, of course, being, well, Cicero. For the record, the farmer will end up dead if he doesn't agree to help, but that's neither here nor there. Let's focus on our friend here. Some days pass, and like a wildfire, a rumor has spread and made its way to you yet again. Rumors about a child in Windhelm by the name of Aventus Serentino, who is attempting to perform a dark ritual to contact a group of assassins, the Dark Brotherhood.
There have been whispers. A boy up in Windhelm, name of Aventus Aretino, been trying to contact the Dark Brotherhood.
Like the rumor about the Jester, we can't help but to scratch the eternal itch of being a nosy Dragonborn and see exactly what's going on, cause let me tell you something, friends. If there's a child attempting some evil ritual, I'll be damned if I'm not going to head over there and see it for myself. Don't judge me. Upon arrival to Windhelm, we make our way to the Aretino estate, and lo and behold, a woman and child are speaking about the very rumor that brought us here. The child eggs what I presume to be his caretaker on, calling her bluff on these supposed rumors being true, and then she finally fesses up. The rumors aren't rumors after all. After a quick word with the Dunmer nanny, we make our way into the Aretino estate, and we hear those words.
Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Die, Grella, die! Sweet mother, you've come at last! I knew you would! It worked! I knew you'd come, I just knew it! I did the Black Sacrament over and over with the body and the things, and then you came! An assassin from the Dark Brotherhood! It took so long, so very long. But now that you're here, you can accept my contract. My mother, she died. I'm all alone now. So they sent me to that terrible orphanage in Riften, Honor Hall. The headmistress is an evil, cruel woman. They call her Grella the Kind, but she's not kind. She's terrible to all of us. So I ran away and came home and performed the Black Sacrament. Now you're here, and you could kill Grella the Kind.
We go to investigate, and there he is, Aventus Serentino, kneeling over the remains of an unknown person or multiple people's body parts arranged in a strange way. Where did he get the remains? No one knows. Some believe it to be the remains of his deceased mother, while others believe he simply acquired the remains in Windhelm's Hall of the Dead. It's quite obvious that he's been at this for some time because he'll ask,
Please, how long must I do this? I keep praying, Night Mother. Why won't you answer me?
Indicating he's getting tired of doing the Black Sacrament over and over again. As we approach Aventus, his exhausted tone quickly shifts into one of excitement, believing that we, the Dragonborn, are an assassin from the Dark Brotherhood. He proceeds to ask us to kill an old and terrible woman ironically named Grelog the Kind, and well, you know the rest, because it was mentioned in the first part of the video, friends. We head over to Riften and make quick work of her. Now, let's skip forward to the nap that changed our lives. Upon awakening, we quickly notice we sure as poop aren't in Kansas anymore, and there's a mystery lady giving us props for slaying the old woman, but also letting us know that it wasn't our old woman to kill because of the Black Sacrament performed by Aventus, giving legal way, at least in their world, to do the deed themselves, which, hey, I get it, but these kitties needed some saving if you ask me, so why don't you do your Anyways, sorry, lost my cool. We're then asked to repay that kill by killing someone else who may or may not have a contract on their head. I personally don't see how that's repaying the debt, because that's literally how we ended up in this position to begin with, but alright Astrid, we'll kill them again, I guess. She gives us some more props, then gives us the key after formally inviting us to join the Dark Brotherhood. Nice. We arrived at the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary and received a warm welcome from Astrid, as well as armor for the Dark Brotherhood, who makes it very well known, mind you, that she is in fact the leader of the sanctuary. I mean, she really likes to make it known. After saying sup to Astrid, she tells us to go say sup to the others, so we do. There's Gabriella, a dark elf who enjoys stabbing things like unicorns, apparently. Festus Crux, a master wizard who accidentally burned down his family home and formerly taught at the College of Winterhold. There's Babette, a vampiric child who uses her youthful appearance to trick the unsuspecting into their deaths. Vizara, a former shadow scale, who is my personal favorite outside of Cicero. We also have Arnbjorn, a former member of the Companions and a werewolf who hates the color blue.
And the color blue gives me a headache.
And this is where we formally meet Nazir. Nazir is a Redguard born in the sands of the Alakir, who was, according to his words, saved by the Dark Brotherhood. And it is upon meeting him that we get our first set of contracts. So off we go, killing left and right and, well, left again. Once all of our contracts are completed, it's time to return to Nazir to collect, the gold that we're owed. Until we see the same jester we helped on the side of the road at Lorea's farm. He gives us a rundown on what brought him to Skyrim in the first place. Take a listen for yourself.
The Night Mother's crypt in Breville was desecrated. The Imperial province is ravaged by strife. Nowhere there is safe at present. So Cicero brought Our Lady to her new home. Here, this is the only sanctuary left in all of Skyrim, you see. Such was my honor as keeper.
However, despite his arrival, Astrid has a few words to say of her own.
Very little. You have my word on that. The Night Mother represents a chapter in the Dark Brotherhood's history that has long since been closed. Today we live by our own rules. We're the last sanctuary in all of Tamriel, and only by foregoing the old ways have we survived for so long. My only worry is her keeper. I'm not sure what Cicero expects to gain by bringing the Night Mother here, but he'll soon learn this is my sanctuary.
Her attitude towards the Night Mother will play a big role in the events that are to come. Even with the arrival of the Night Mother herself, Astrid still has the nerve to call the sanctuary hers. But let's get back to Cicero for a second. The Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary in Skyrim is the only sanctuary left in all of Tamriel at this point. This man took it upon himself to transport the Night Mother's body all the way to Skyrim from Breville. in Cyrodiil. That isn't some walk in the park. Breville isn't as close to Skyrim as, say, Bruma is, so for him to have that kind of dedication for not just the Night Mother, but for the Dark Brotherhood itself, really shows the level of loyalty he has, only for Astrid to disrespect it. Now, I've given you the viewers an introduction on the Dark Brotherhood and its members in the first part of the video, but that isn't who or what the video is about. It's about our trusted and loyal keeper of the Night Mother, Cicero. If you've already played through the Dark Brotherhood questline, then you're probably familiar with what happens at around the halfway point. Cicero has apparently gone berserk and attacked the sanctuary, but to those with a watchful eye, the problem is a lot more complex than Cicero just lost it. You see, like he stated earlier, the Skyrim sanctuary is the only place Cicero has left to take the Night Mother. His previous sanctuary was essentially destroyed, and he feels as though all hope is lost because there is no listener to be found, therefore no one to lead the Dark Brotherhood into glory. Until there is. Until we, the Dragonborn, are chosen as listener. This fills Cicero with hope. But how does Astrid respond to what should be outstanding news for the Dark Brotherhood's future?
When I heard Cicero screaming, I knew you'd been discovered. I feared the worst. Are you all right? Then what in Sithis' name is going on? Cicero spoke to the Night Mother, but she spoke to you? Is this just more of the fool's rambling? What? So Cicero wasn't talking to anyone else? Just the Night Mother's body? And the Night Mother who, according to everything we know, will only speak to the person chosen as listener, just spoke. Right now. To you? By Sithis. And? What did she say? Amand Motier? I have no idea who that is. But Valenrud, that I have heard of. And I know where it is. No. No! Listen, I don't know what's going on here, but you take your orders from me. Are we clear on that? The Night Mother may have spoken to you, but I am still the leader of this family. I will not have my authority so easily dismissed. I need time to think about all this. Go see Nazir. Do some work for him. I'll find you when I'm ready to discuss the matter further.
Oh, you are the listener! You are the listener! I have served Mother well, I have!
She dismisses it and continues to claim to be the only leader of the Dark Brotherhood. Can you imagine Cicero being the keeper of the Night Mother, making his way all the way to Skyrim only to find a secular version of the Dark Brotherhood who decided to put Astrid on a pedestal that rightfully belongs to the Night Mother? There was no chance he would stand for this. Astrid's insults and sense of superiority would be the reason that Cicero attacks the Falkreath Sanctuary. Even more so, after the attack on the Sanctuary, we are sent to dispose of Cicero ourselves. Except for one thing. Upon killing the Emperor's cousin, we are rewarded with a unique spell, one that summons an ancient member of the Dark Brotherhood who's been at the side of Sithis in the Void, one who you all might be familiar with, Lucien Lachance. Here's what he has to say about killing Cicero.
The Keeper is a sacred position within the Dark Brotherhood. Ask yourself, do you trust the wisdom of Our Lady? I will kill this jester if you so desire. But there is a disturbance in the void. Our dread father does not wish this.
Clearly, Sithis does not want us to kill Cicero. As to why, I think that much has become pretty clear throughout the video. Cicero, as far as the Dark Brotherhood goes, has served Sithis and the Night Mother well. The question is, who should you listen to? Or rather, instead of who should you listen to?
Do you trust the wisdom of Our Lady?
I think the answer to that question is pretty obvious. I don't think that we should kill Cicero. I think we're a lot better off letting Cicero live and lying to Astrid because, I mean, Astrid has absolutely no respect for us and for the sanctuary itself. In fact, she's the entire reason that the Falkreath sanctuary ends up getting destroyed because she decided to be, essentially a snitch. So, I'll let you decide. As far as I go, I'm going to enjoy my adventure with my psychotic jester of a friend and let Astrid rot where she belongs. All my homies hate Astrid. If you've made it this far into the video, then I want to give you my sincerest gratitude because although I know I need a lot more work and better equipment as well as editing skills and maybe not sounding so boring, making this video still took a lot of time and effort to complete, and it was a big passion project of mine. I wish to make many more videos along the way on various topics, even on other video games, and I hope that you stick with me through it all, because I give you guys my word, I will only do better and better, so here's to our journey, and don't forget, divine smile on you, friend. Take care.